Kevin, in the year 2025, the one thing we were all missing was a movie starring Ice Cube all about privacy.
Yeah, I was wondering when the next Are We There Yet was gonna come out. Are they still not there yet? Will they ever get there? We need to know.
And what better way to do that than using the famous H.G. Wells story, War of the Worlds? Kevin, give us your summary of this movie.
Odie, I'm so glad you asked me. Do you remember the 1938 radio drama War of the Worlds as presented by the Mercury Theater on the Air on CBS, or the 1968 remake of said radio drama?
No.
Do you remember the 1953 War of the Worlds film by Byron Haskins?
Never seen it.
How about any of the 3 War of the Worlds movies that came out in 2005?
I have seen the one where Tom Cruise runs really fast and people explode around him. Although, that could have been a Scientology commercial.
Do you remember the War of the Worlds comics from 2006?
No.
How about the 2019 syndicated War of the Worlds series that came out on BBC and or Fox Television?
Heard about it, never saw it.
Well, good, because this War of the Worlds is none of those.
Because that's what you want. You want something that's nothing like War of the Worlds.
Exactly. In Rich Lee's 2025 War of the Worlds straight to streaming, starring Ice Cube, the lady from Desperate Housewives, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. guy, Ice Cube is apparently, and most likely for budget reasons, the only man working for what is basically the Super Department of Homeland Security. His favorite 2 people to be on Zoom meetings with are Desperate Housewife, the NASA climatologist, and Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. guy, the director of Homeland Security, who is always in some state of frenzy. When he isn't in Zoom meetings with them, he's spying on his daughter and her boyfriend, who works for Amazon, probably for budget reasons, or trying to bust the mysterious hacker known as Disruptor, who definitely isn't his son.
Definitely.
But then, it's H.G. Wells' War of the Worlds time for like 5 minutes, as only some of the details from that original story are even utilized in this, and I put this in the loosest quotes possible: adaptation. So aliens show up and start blasting everybody, and Ice Cube has to use his morally misaligned governmental hacking skills and Zoom meetings prowess to save everybody from the aliens who eat, data. Huh.
You're a stupid man! A stupid man!
Ow! You're hurting me! Stop it!
I want to start this on the most positive note, if there are any, and ask you, what did you like about this movie, whether you were supposed to like it or not?
Odie, I'm gonna ask you the same question right now. Uno reverse.
One of the things that I liked and it made me laugh is I like that Space Force gets a few mentions in this movie. It's nice to know that Space Force is doing stuff.
Yeah, they're doing stuff.
I'm not messing around. I'm doing important stuff.
I like how Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. guy is both always in a meeting and simultaneously late for a meeting. Like, he gets no breaks. He always just blasts onto the screen exasperated.
I also like that during the invasion, Ice Cube basically just becomes a YouTube reacts guy, and he's just watching clips of the invasion. He's like, oh no, oh my God, no. And it's just peak acting. Like, give that man an Oscar for this movie.
He spends most of his time just yelling, "Get out of there," to people.
Get out of there!
Hey, you! Get out of there!
Get out of there!
My second favorite thing about this movie is that everyone in this movie genuinely feels like they are both intrigued and confused. There are a couple moments where I feel like they're so deep in it that they don't even know what movie they're in anymore.
Yeah, like the moment when she shows all the storms to Ice Cube and she's like, "Are you seeing this?" And he's like, "No, I only track people." I feel like that was Ice Cube being like, "I don't know what you're saying. I track people in this movie."
You're supposed to yes and Ice Cube.
One of the funniest moments is when he realizes his son is still alive after their house gets blown up, but he just gets mad because he doesn't have alien invasion insurance. His exact words.
I think my favorite part of this movie is how the Department of Homeland Security has somehow just become a point-and-click game. Like, everything Ice Cube wants to do involves actually dragging his mouse and clicking. Like, the government doesn't even know what short keys are.
It makes sense that the government spies on us if it's as easy as right-clicking and hitting view and you can see out of every camera in the world.
Yeah, or you want to commandeer drone.exe.
I would say that the way this movie plays out is, for one, not very exciting, but also really strange. What are your opinions on this type of movie where the main character's behind a screen? Unfriended did it, Searching did it, and even an episode of Modern Family did it.
You said it already, man. This movie oscillates between a YouTube React style approach and a Let's Play NSA style approach, leaving the vast majority of the interactions in this film feeling stale, detached, both physically and emotionally, and sometimes downright stupid. Like, he has a whole big heart-to-heart with his daughter while she's bleeding out in a car, but it just feels like a Seventh Heaven moment crossed with an epilogue of an iCarly episode.
And it's done through a Tesla ad. We also get the generic good guys are winning until they aren't moment, and on the news we hear that oil tankers can't navigate anymore, which also means they spill all their oil into the ocean. Whatever happened to navigating by stars?
Well, it's simple, Odie. In this version of Earth, nautical navigating has also become a point-and-click game, and the aliens pulled the plug on the servers. Now, when the ships go to log in, it says that their accounts have been disabled. But then, when they go to Steam, they can see that the game is still on there, but it won't re-download because the fucking servers are shut down, and the point-and-click game that they paid good money for years ago to own, is no longer a thing that they can digitally possess because the corporate capitalist fucking... I apologize, I got out of hand there.
Did you also think that the newscaster's voice kind of sounded like AI?
I think half the dialogue in this movie sounds like it was written by an AI bot.
You know, an AI voice is somehow not worse than Ice Cube's portrayal of a scheming dad with borderline agoraphobia and control issues. He says multiple times in this movie how much he loves spying on people, and that's a huge red flag to me. That and all the cameras he has spying on his daughter, whose threat level is also unknown for some reason.
I know this isn't the intention, but it all kind of feels like a metaphor for male fragility and insecurity.
Another major issue with this War of the Worlds is how it's just one giant advertisement for Tesla and Amazon, because those are the two brands who ultimately help save the world.
Yeah, I had no idea that saving the world was going to include a step-by-step walkthrough of how to add something to your cart on Amazon so they can fly it to you by drone.
Is this movie for people that have never shopped on Amazon before, but now they think they need to know how to just in case it might save the world one day?
Very likely.
I also like how the whole opener is Ice Cube looking at government buildings, listening to phone calls, checking the airport, and also scrolling a list of known terrorist names. A list, by the way, that includes names like Fancy Bear, Dark Overlord, edgy, and Black Cat.
Yeah, you know, your normal hacker group and or the gamer tags of the first friends that you made playing RuneScape in 2007.
Who do you think is filming the bombers that are coming to the city to blow up the data center? Because if you have a drone filming the bombers, why would you need the bombers?
You're the ex-Marine, Odie. You tell me. I was going to say DHS pterodactyls. I don't know.
Oh, yes, because I used to fly bombers all the time.
Yeah, duh.
There's also this pointless subplot about a hacker who is threatening to release government secrets, who turns out to be Ice Cube's other kid, Shaved Ice.
Knew it!
That reveal when he finds out it's his son is kind of hilarious because for whatever reason, it feels like Ice Cube is just phoning it in.
You mean he zoomed and or Microsoft teamed it in hard, Odie?
And nothing wraps this movie up better than the final frame, which is all the main characters together, but one of them is wearing their Amazon hat because he loves working at Amazon so much, he's gonna wear their hat in family photos on his day off.
You know, the fact that he doesn't get a costume change really feels more like a working class threat than a plot hole.
Or like advertisement for Amazon.
Yeah, that too.
Well, even though this movie is in no way fun, Kevin, I still have some fun facts for you.
Yay!
Ice Cube said on a press tour that despite starring in multiple movies involving aliens, he himself does not believe in them.
And you know what? I'm calling bullshit since he and Jason Statham once fought off an entire army of angry alien spirit-possessed pseudo-zombie people in John Carpenter's Ghosts of Mars.
Most of the production took place in 2020 during the pandemic, which is why they used a thing known as screen life, the look of commercial event film, but at the budget of a contained thriller. Kevin, would you say this is a budgeted, contained thriller?
Well, the thrills felt very contained. Very contained.
Contained to zero?
I I'm sorry, I wasn't ready for a follow-up question on that.
Would it surprise you if I told you that Tom Cruise was rumored to do a walkthrough in the background of one scene?
Could you imagine, in the midst of all the nonsense and shenanigans of this film, Tom Cruise just strolling through in some found footage background? Oh, I know how it would be relevant. If it turned out that he was the other guy working for DHS on the weekends.
And you just see him running down the hallway with his Tom Cruise run.
Absolutely.
Here's a real fun fact for you. You can see the green screen in Ice Cube's glasses in most of the movie, and if you pause at just the right time, you can see that pretty much all the screens he's looking at are just blank.
And it's rumored that in proper video call fashion, he filmed most of this movie pantsless.
And finally, Kevin, War of the Worlds 2025 is the second lowest rated movie that I've ever covered on this channel. Can you guess what the lowest rated one is?
The Hannah Montana movie.
No, but I know what we're talking about next.
No!
Hey everyone, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to check out Kevin and I's podcast, Unpop. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below what movie you'd like to see me cover in the future.